everybody, Indy here. Welcome to another edition of Sled Shed TV. Today we have AH Engineering and their programmable ignition for vintage sleds. And we're going to put one in our 1977 Yamaha SRX 440. So come along. We're here at the front of the sled and I'm going to show you everything that comes with the SRX kit. You're going to get ignition panel, which has your CDI unit, your voltage regulator, and all your computer hookups and all the plugs that go to your engine. You're going to get a stator, a new stator plate, new flywheel, a new set of coils, and you're going to have to send in your cover to get machined out for the pickups because they're a little bit bigger than the originals. So that's all the pieces. There's a few things you have to do before you put all this stuff on, and it's pretty simple, straightforward, and we'll go over it. Okay, so before you can mount anything on, what you got to do is you got to get your degree wheel, your dial indicator out, and you want to find the static timing, top dead center, on your engine. And then, once you get top dead center, you want to go 10 degrees before top dead center. And that's where you want to set everything up. Now you can go over to the other side of the engine, put everything on. Okay, so this is basically the hardest part of the whole job. What you're going to do is, this is eventually going to go into this plug. But until you get it through the rubber grommet, you have to feed these through one by one through the hole and then pull the rest of it through with your stator plate. So the plate has to be on basically just hanging loose, and then you're going to push these through singly, one at a time. Otherwise they won't fit. Now, once you get that pulled through, then you can put your plug together and keep on going. Okay, we got everything in here. Like I said, pulling this through is the roughest part. I like to take a little bit of electrical tape and tape the coating down tight to the wires, and it helps it pull through instead of this trying to peel back when you get in here. As you can see, it even tried to do it with the electrical tape. But we did get it through. We got our stator plate on. Our pickups are now on the stator plate, and we have our stator on. So put our flywheel on, and we'll put our cover on, tighten up our flywheel, make sure everything's in the right order, in the right spot, make sure it's timed up, and we can button it up. Okay, so here we are primarily back together. Still got to put the water pump on, take our timing wheel off, put our clutch on, put our radiator hose in. You know, there's a few more things to button it up, but everything here with the ignition is now done except for the plug. And what I want to tell you is there's a lot of bolts inside the flywheel that we're dealing with. So everything that's in there, I would say, you know, throw on either some red or at least some blue Loctite, and then everything on the outside, you know, is just lock washer stuff. But everything on the inside on the stator plate, I would use blue Loctite. Okay, everything's in, buttoned up. Now, if you want to hook it up to the computer, you need these two little guys. This goes to your computer. This powers up your module, so that way you don't have to start the engine. And to do that, we're going to plug into this little guy here. And to go to your computer, you're going to plug into this. Okay, so you want to get yourself a little battery like this. Set it down in here. And we're going to hook it up. It's going to power up your module. And your computer will be able to read everything. Okay, so we're here at the computer. We are going to open up our program. And here's our input sheet. Now, when you get a hold of Adam, he's going to ask you a few questions and he's going to preset stuff for you. Here we have a launch button. So our preset is going to be 6,300 when our clutch comes in at 6,500. So at the line, you're going to be holding just under the clutch engagement. And as soon as you let go, you're on the clutch and you're out. Our rev limiter, the engine likes to run 10,000 RPM all day long. It really loves it. So we set it at 10,300, and you can change these to whatever you want, but Adam will ask you in the beginning and he will preset it for you and you can adjust accordingly. Your advanced map is also going to come preset, and we're going to run this at some point here on the grass when we have grass, because now we're into the snow season and it's really cold. Your preset already is at 10 degrees before top dead center, and it shows that here, which we already set static. And then it advances, and these you can advance individually to whatever you need, to whatever the engine likes, and we will do so at that time. The rest is just for other sleds that we are not set up for, like a fuel pump and all that stuff. We don't have any of that on here. And then there's a test. So that's about it for the program. Like I said, he'll preset everything to what so you're in the ballpark when you start, and then after that you can do your fine tuning on the track. Okay, that's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. You can probably hear the wind howling behind us here every once in a while. We got a nor'easter coming up the coast. And as always, we got mist. All we're getting is wind and cold air. If you're interested in this system for your vintage sleds, go to vintagesleds.com, and in the classified section, you will see Adam Hood's ad for this system, or look up AH Engineering on Facebook. The system is very well put together. The electronics are very well put together. We're really liking this system, the way, he manufactures it. And it is, once it gets in, it is very simple to use. Unfortunately, we will not get to start it here this year. We got clutches out getting worked on, and you don't want to start these motors up without a clutch on them. We will get to it in August. We will come back to this system. We will show you how to adjust and how it runs in August at NEPA grass drags. Other than that, the system, we really like it, and if you're interested in it, get a hold of Adam, like I said, either on Facebook or on vintagesleds.com. So for that, I'm Indy, and if we don't see you before, we'll see you on the trail.